Kaya, the Moon Hunter, and Laras, Circle Blackclad Warlock, and Circle Light War Beast. Countless battles have honed Kaya to perfect fighting form, proving repeatedly that she has the will and strength to survive against seemingly impossible odds. She fights for the rush of battle, which brings her a visceral joy, but also with a determined belief that her enemies deserve destruction. Her clarity of purpose springs from the same wild spirit that allows her to effortlessly control the beasts accompanying her, including the great wolf Laras, who keeps constant vigil at her side. She stands on the precipice of greatness, and has proven her willingness to leap into the unknown, regardless of the dangers, to seize it. Laras is a creature as preternatural as he is wild, a cunning and adaptive reflection of some inner portion of Kaya's predatory spirit. He is the answer to Kaya's call for the other half of herself, and the bond between them is essential and profound. The link that joins their minds and emotions allows them to accomplish otherwise impossible feats. Kaya's power flows naturally through Laras, and Laras feels her wounds more keenly than any injury to his own flesh. Outside of battle, his mind is a soothing influence on Kaya's inner turmoil, and his instinct to preserve her life perfectly contrasts with her sometimes reckless courage. He is a manifestation of a Ouroboros, and with a wisdom and personality all his own. Connecting to Laras is no simple feat, requiring Kaya to stretch in a way that she has never done before. One key to unlocking this deeper power was learning the role of celestial influences empowering the Circle of Boros. Under the tutelage of Morvana the Autumn Blade, she began to tap into the moon's mystical pull at the blood on the blood of all predators. Morvana initiated Kaya into this elder rites by urging her to undertake a strenuous ordeal, climb one of the highest peaks in the Wormwall Mountains to unlock her inner strength and predatory awareness. Atop the mountain peaks, she arrived at a nearly forgotten sacrificial site. She spilled her blood on the ancient stones as lightning cracked across the storm-tossed sky. Then the black clouds parted, and the 3 moons of Cain illuminated the tableau. She was startled and awed when a ghostly white wolf emerged from the wilds at the ritual's climax. With a single look, Kaya knew the wolf's mind and could sense its greeting. He invited her to hunt, and she joined the wolf in a run through the mountain passes, the two bonded inexorably. She named him Laras, after the second moon orbiting Cain. The ignorant call the moon baleful and wicked, and it is associated with storms and ill fortune. Laras has in fact proven to be a common influence on the other beasts accompanying Kaya into battle. Through their bond, Kaya could feel the complex flow of his emotions and thoughts, receiving warnings and sometimes seeing through his eyes. Laras does not filter the world through language, but boasts a keen perception and insight. He is an accomplished hunter and a brave guardian. Though Kaya has become calmer since bonding with him, the cold, predatory stare of a wolf sometimes shines in her eyes. A wolf feels no sorrow or compassion for his prey, and Kaya puts aside such human feelings, knowing hesitation could mean death in battle. When Kaya descended the mountain and met again with the Autumn Blade, the senior druid was surprised and unsettled by the way her protege had exceeded her expectations. The appearance of the wolf showed that Kaya had transcended the mentorship of elder druids. Kaya learned from hard experience that some of her peers will try to exploit her potential for their own benefit. Over time, her confidence has grown. She has learned how to put her power to use without becoming the tool of another, and she has refined her instincts. Once she moved from one battle to the next without any thought beyond the moment. She has learned to transcend this, mastering deeper rites and rituals from the lore of beastmasters who preceded her. The more Kaya learns, the more she appreciates the solid foundation given to her by Baldur the Stonecleaver. She intends to heed Baldur's example by focusing squarely on the enemy and ignoring all of the distractions. The soil of countless wild places in western Emerald has tasted the blood of Kaya's enemies. In battle, she moves with a fluid grace and amazing speed, and she relishes being surrounded by foes. As Kaya leaps into the midst of her enemies, warpwolves, satyrs, and Lars himself suddenly appear from the shadows of trees, their limbs interfused with vitality. Never has carnage achieved such sublime perfection as when Kaya and her beasts unleash themselves, holding nothing in reserve as they leave the enemy shattered and bleeding across the forest soil.